Picture this scene: North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, Russian President Vladimir Putin, Chinese President Xi Jinping, standing side by side on Tiananmen Square, watching China's most advanced military hardware roll past their feet. This isn't a movie, this is happening on September the 3rd, 2025, and it's one of the most significant geopolitical moments you'll witness this decade. September the 3rd, why does this date matter? 80 years ago, on this exact day, Japan surrendered. World War II ended. For China, this wasn't just victory, it was liberation from a century of humiliation. Today, China chooses this symbolic date to send a message to the world. We're back, we're strong, and we're not backing down. Let's talk about these three leaders standing together. Kim Jong Un making his first multilateral diplomatic appearance in 14 years of rule. The first North Korean leader at a Chinese military parade since 1959. Putin arriving in Beijing while his war in Ukraine rages on. Xi Jinping orchestrating what might be the boldest challenge to American global dominance since the Cold War. 3 different countries. 3 different challenges to the status quo. One unified message: the old rules don't apply anymore. But here's the real plot twist: India's participation. Prime Minister Modi just made his first visit to China in 7 years, right as America slaps 50% tariffs on Indian goods. Right as Washington demands India choose sides. And what does India do? They announce direct flights with China will resume after 5 years. Sounds boring? Think again. These flights stopped because Chinese and Indian soldiers literally fought with clubs in the Himalayas in 2020. Imagine if America and Canada suspended all flights over a border dispute. That's what just got reversed. The message is crystal clear: when America forces its partners to choose, some might choose differently than expected. Weapons that speak louder than words. Now, about those weapons China's promising to unveil. New domestically produced equipment, much of it appearing for the first time. Translation: here's what we've been building while you weren't looking. Tanks, fighter jets, drones. And the big one, hypersonic weapons. What are hypersonic weapons? Missiles that fly 5 times faster than sound. They can change direction unpredictably. Traditional missile defenses can't keep up. This isn't just a military parade. It's a demonstration to America: we're not the same China you knew 20 years ago. To potential partners, this is what our protection looks like. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, China's alternative vision. While the parade grabs headlines, something bigger is happening behind the scenes. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit. Think of it as China's answer to NATO. Members include China, Russia, India, Pakistan, Iran. That's nearly half the world's population. All meeting in one room. All looking for alternatives to American-dominated institutions. This isn't just about military cooperation. It's about reimagining how the world works. Follow the money. Here's what really drives these relationships: economics. Trade wars hurt everyone. When America targets both China and India with tariffs, guess what happens? They find common ground. China remains India's largest trading partner, despite their border tensions. Economic pragmatism beats political disputes every time. When Washington uses economic pressure to force loyalty, it often pushes countries toward new partnerships instead. The art of strategic ambiguity. China's playing a sophisticated game here. They're courting India, America's key Indo-Pacific partner. Deepening ties with Russia, America's primary adversary. Embracing North Korea, the ultimate pariah state. This creates a puzzle Washington can't easily solve. You can't predict China's next move because they keep all their options open. That's strategic ambiguity. And it's working. Reading the symbols. Kim Jong Un's appearance deserves special attention. This man has ruled North Korea for 14 years. He's barely left his country. Now he's sharing a global stage with world leaders. The symbolism is powerful. China can bring even the most isolated leaders into the international community. If you're with China, you're not alone. The historical echo for Chinese audiences, current events echo historical patterns. Foreign powers trying to contain China's rise. They've seen this before. The response: build strength, find allies, resist pressure. This historical memory shapes public support for Xi's more assertive foreign policy. Many Chinese see current tensions not as aggression but as necessary defense. What this means for global power. We're watching several trends converge. Great power competition is back. Not just America versus China, but competing visions of how the world should work. Economic nationalism is reshaping diplomacy. Trump's tariffs are pushing traditional American partners into new relationships. Even isolated states can find powerful patrons when geopolitical winds shift. Technology is becoming diplomacy. Military parades serve as both demonstration and advertisement. The view from Washington. For American policymakers, this presents both challenge and opportunity. The challenge is obvious: watching your primary rival successfully court your partners while showcasing growing military capabilities. The opportunity: many of these relationships are marriages of convenience, not natural alliances. India's participation doesn't mean abandoning America. It means maximizing options in an uncertain world. The bigger picture as the pageantry unfolds in Beijing, ask yourself this question. Is this just theater, or are we witnessing a fundamental shift in global power? China's betting that impressive displays of unity and strength can translate into lasting geopolitical influence. Whether they're right depends on one thing: can symbolic moments create real strategic advantages? What comes next? The coming months will tell the story. Will China's diplomatic theater translate into concrete gains? Can Beijing maintain this complex web of relationships? Will America find ways to counter this challenge? One thing is certain: in the great game of international relations, China is playing to win. And they're playing by rules, they're writing themselves. In a world where military might serves diplomatic purposes and economic relationships shape security alliances, understanding China's approach becomes essential